Welcome to the Somatic Decoder. Dear conscious community, today we're going to explore one of the most fascinating and revealing skin conditions, vitiligo. At the Somatic Decoder, we understand that your skin isn't sick, but rather it's telling you what your heart hasn't been able to process yet. What is vitiligo? Vitiligo is a skin condition where melanocytes, which are the cells that make melanin, stop working in certain areas of the skin. This creates those very noticeable white patches. It affects 1 to 2% of people worldwide. 50% of cases start before the age of 20. It's not contagious or painful, but it has a big emotional impact. 20% of patients say their skin partially gets its color back on its own. Vitiligo doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It appears after what we call a brutal separation event, meaning it was unexpected, so there was no time to get ready. Also, it's dramatic because it felt like a threat to emotional survival. And it happened in isolation, meaning it was suffered alone. Some clear examples. A child gets spots on their arms after being suddenly separated from their mother, like from a hospital stay or a tough divorce. An adult gets vitiligo on their face after a loved one dies suddenly, especially if they couldn't say goodbye. There are also genital spots that appear after experiences of abuse or sexual humiliation. Where it shows up is like a map of your pain. Let's look at some clear examples. For instance, a child gets spots on their arms after being suddenly separated from their mother, either due to a hospital stay or a difficult divorce. An adult might get vitiligo on their face after a loved one dies suddenly, especially if they couldn't say goodbye. Also, genital spots can appear after experiences of abuse or sexual humiliation. Look, these are truly impactful facts. 80% of cases start within the first 6 months after the traumatic event. Also, the spots usually show up first on the dominant side of the body, like the right side for right-handed people. Let's talk about treatments that really get to the root of the problem. The first and most important step is to find and fix the problem. This is super important because as long as the original emotional problem is still there, whether you know it or not, treatments won't help much. Real healing starts when you figure out what caused it, understand why your spots are where they are, and let go of the emotional weight that comes with it. Now, how can you make this happen? Through body-based emotional release techniques and also with guided regression back to the moment of the first shock. The main benefit of this whole process is that when the problem is solved, your body can automatically start to get its color back, even after many years. Let's talk about medical ozone. This treatment helps to increase oxygen in the affected tissues by up to 300%. Plus, it helps the melanocytes' powerhouses work again. The suggested plan is 20 sessions of major autohemotherapy, along with applying it directly to new spots. As for seawater as a natural regulator, it has 78 minerals that are just like what's inside our bodies. Its effects include balancing the nervous system, which is often out of whack with vitiligo, and making skin circulation better. The suggested use is to drink 30 milliliters of marine plasma daily and apply local compresses with isotonic seawater. Let's move on to deep homeopathy. Some key remedies are arsenicum album, great for spots that appear after traumatic abandonment, natrum muriaticum, helpful when there's unspoken sadness, and syphilinum, suggested for cases that run in the family or are very stubborn. The suggested strength is 200 ch once a week. On the other hand, regenerative acupuncture uses key points like gallbladder 31, which is for the gallbladder and helps with skin color, and spleen 4, which is about processing emotions. The suggested frequency is 2 sessions per week for 3 months. A message for your vitiligo self. Dear warrior with marked skin, your spots are not flaws. They are maps of emotional battles, medals of survival, and mirrors that show your strength. The journey back to your skin's color is also the journey back to your emotional wholeness. Every cell in your skin is waiting for the moment to remember its original color. At the Somatic Decoder, we'll keep exploring how family traumas affect skin color, full treatment plans for tough cases, real stories of skin getting its color back on its own. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next videos. With love and respect for your journey, the Somatic Decoder team